Hello. How's everybody tonight? So just remember when we're chatting that there is going to be a delay. And my camera is always off kilter. I don't know what I do during the day, but my camera always wants to be weird. Okay, cool. So if you guys have any questions that I can answer about mediumship, about a new book I got coming out, wood. It's not my book. I'm part of a bunch of psychic mediums that are writing their experiences, and we're published by Rose Publishing, and it's coming out. I think the official launch, hair is always in my way. The official launch is September 14th. It got pushed out a week. That's why I forgot. I've got a mediumship development group. Hold on. That I host on Wednesday and Saturday nights, and that I'll be talking about. I'll be pulling cards. I've got Psychic Tarot for the Heart, John Holland, and I've got the Enchanted Map from Colette Baron Reed. If you want to have a card pulled, then type in the comments. I'm using StreamYard, and I am actually putting streaming to 3 different platforms right now. So I'm streaming to 2 of my Facebook groups or pages, and I am streaming to my YouTube channel. So Time and Prosperity. So far, StreamYard is not showing me any comments. So let me see. Let me dig around. My hair, I just washed it, and I can't do a thing with it. This is true. Let's see. So I guess my profile page, I can't post. But the other 2 destinations I can. Interesting. So I'm not seeing any comments, and I see there are people on the chat. So let me just dig in. Actually, grab my phone. So if you have any questions that I can answer with cards, just remember there's a bit of a delay. Or if you have any questions about mediumship or the book or the development group, I'd be more than happy to answer that. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's funny. Okay, cool. Like I said, just go ahead and post comments in the chat, and I can answer any questions that you have. Let me see. Oops. So what can I chat about while you guys are thinking about what you want to ask me? The book is called Last Breath. And hi, Nancy. I see you. Why is that not coming up? It's supposed to be coming up in StreamYard, but for some reason it's not. Let me see. Nope, we don't want to hear me. So if you have any questions that I can stop it. Answer. And we get this weird echo happening, right? So StreamYard is supposed to show me the questions, but apparently no. I don't see any, but I see them on my phone. So that's disappointing. Ah, dear. Okay. Let's see. So I guess I'll just answer questions from here. I'm literally not seeing anything in StreamYard. Okay, so the book is called Last Breath, and it is mediums and a bunch of mediums that have about 40 mediums have offered stories in a compilation book with their experiences from their first experience to a nope, stop it. Hi, Nancy. I see you. Nope. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to see the comments. I will talk about this book though. So it's coming out September 14th on Amazon. I think it's $10. You can actually get a paperback bound book. It's not just a Kindle version, which some books come out. This is actually a Rose Publishing, which is Allison Gannon. And I can't see any comments, darn it. Well, give me a minute, see if I can. It's streaming to all the platforms beautifully. I just cannot see what anybody's posting. Oh, it's so disappointing. Let's see. Sorry, I don't mean to have dead air. It's the worst ever. So my mediumship group is I run twice a week, and you can come on. There we go. You can come to the group. I can see comments on one page. Great. Here we go. I apparently can't multitask. Yeah, okay. All right, so the group is why can't I not see? I'm so obsessed with not being able to see comments. I'm sorry. The group is designed for newbies and advanced. You can come on and Saturdays at 12:30 Pacific time, or Wednesday night at 6:30 Pacific time, which I think is 3 hours ahead for East Coast, 2 for Central. So you guys can do the math. I am starting to charge $10 a session for each class, starting after Wednesday of next week. We discuss a little bit about mediumship or mediumistic ability and psychic ability, and then we do a meditation that I lead. Then we have an exercise of the day. So I'm obsessed with not being able to get a comment. I can see no comments whatsoever. So annoyed right now. Anyway, so it's about an hour and a half, and you get 10 minutes per person in each breakout room. Okay. And it's fun. So far, everybody's had a pretty good experience. It's still kind of evolving. It's still liquid. I'm taking recommendations for, oh, here we go. I have comments. Yay! What's your story about? My story is about how old were you when you first started reading? Thank you, Nancy. Those are great questions. I found comments, so yay. My story is about the very first time that my family found out that I had mediumship. So I was 6 or 7. Oh, here we go. I got a comment. Woot woot. Okay, Steffi, I will. I'm answering a couple questions, and I'll get right to you. And just remember, there's a little bit of a delay. So, my story is about my. I was sleeping over with my mom at my grandfather's house, and my uncle had passed away, and he came and visited me every night for a week until his daughter passed away. And when I told the family about it, it was interesting. And so that's what my story is about, is my very first mediumistic experience and how my family responded to it. As a child, we're innocent and we're open. And I was very matter of fact about the entire experience, whereas everybody else was kind of freaking out. What was the other question? Let me see. How old were I? I was about my first reading. I mean, you kind of do that automatically. I went to the spiritualist church when I was 8. I started going to the spiritualist church. So my mom, as a response to what happened to me when I was 6, everybody, I guess, thought that was a great idea. I'm 53, so this was in the 70s. And they thought, take her to the spiritualist church. They can figure out what to do with her, I guess. I don't know. So I started doing readings, but I think my first official reading was around 12 or 13. And then I started doing readings all the way until I've always done them back and forth. It just depends on how public. I did public readings from 12 and 13 to 19 for money, for public. And then I went into a whole bunch of other stuff. I went away from it for a while. So Steffi would like a reading for her married life, please. Steffi would like a life for her married life. Seems complicated. So let's see what we get here. Gonna pull it out. Wow, there's a lot going on there. So the cards that I pulled are encouragement and dry desert. So it really feels like there's a lot going on. Like when I vibe into your energy, I'm sensing it just seems chaotic. It seems like there's just so much, and it feels like it's more under the surface. Like there's just, what is this? Just really chaotic is the best way I can describe it. There just seems to be a lot going on. And it feels this is outside of the relationship. Like this feels like family. This is a lot of family stuff. And this is encouragement. And what I get from this card is that the family, that you're holding together for family, and that there's just not a lot, that you're feeling kind of alone. Your married life. So I guess that it just feels very confusing, very chaotic. And it just seems like you need to be aware of what's going on. Just seems very complicated. I do feel like it'll pass. like it's just a dry spot. Like this is just a spot in the road, and to hold faith, that's the encouragement piece, yeah, this just really feels like family, and things around you are just totally chaotic. Just hold on. It seems like it passes. It does. Okay. Okay, thank you. And for our next question, I'm just checking back and forth because I'm not getting all the comments on one page. So I'm just checking back and forth. And next question is, I would like to know about my financial situation. Sure. Brenda Pierce. Wow. Okay. This feels really good. This feels like you've got like a job offer right now, or a job in the mix. There's a job. There's a very like this feels very bountiful, very abundant. And I know it may not seem that way right now, but it really does feel like within I'm seeing two weeks, within 2 weeks. So do you have if there's a job offer on the table, it feels like there's a job offer, or if you applied for a job, it feels like there's a job offer here, or there's a change in job, a job offer is what's coming through. So Moonlight. So Moonlight is the card. This really seems to me like something that's coming up out of the blue. And it seems like it's a unique and no job offer, yeah. You will, though. It really feels, it feels very strong. Like I generally don't get a vibe this strong, but it really feels like there's going to be a financial, it feels like a job. It feels like somebody like saying, here, come do this. So whether it's a business opportunity or whatever, but it really feels like somebody's just going to be going here, and the abundance just opens straight up, but it feels like 2 weeks. So I do feel that it'll be a surprise. So, because I do get this kind of like, no, but I really do. 2 weeks. Abundant. Something just opens straight open for you. Thank you. I'm going to go check the other one. Yep. Okay. Any other questions? So, yeah, I get that feeling. I do, but I do feel something offered to you, and it does feel very, very soon. It's like big. It's like this big opportunity that comes to you, and it feels really abundant. So just be open to it. And I normally don't read that. I'm pretty honest if I don't get anything. So or if I feel like it's going to be work, or it's going to be a little while. But I really do feel that there's something. Yep. Yeah. So like I said, just be open. Okay, anybody have any other questions? Oddly, I'm really good at rambling, but gotcha. Well, then it sells quickly. I do. I just feel this opportunity drops like out of nowhere and says here. And it's really financially solvent. It's because I see big money. It literally in my head looks like abundance. Like if you are familiar with tarot, it's the 10 of Pentacles, which is family. It's just feeling comfortable. And I do feel that that's going to be a surprise. Like that's completely out of the blue for you. So. check the other. Okay, well, that's everybody. Is that coming off my? I think the only comments I'm seeing are coming off my my readings by Wendella page, because I'm sharing to my group, to my profile, to readings by Wendella, and to a YouTube channel. Do I need to list my house? I don't know what your situation is, Brenda, but it really feels like, because I'm hearing no. Is there somebody interested in your house right now? I mean, it really does feel like it's like this. It it it's just quick. It's super fast. Let me pull some other cards. Hold on. It's so dry when I'm doing stupid Facebook reads. I'm gonna do a proper tarot reading. Hold on. Financial situation for Brenda. Yeah, it feels the same. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, I literally got the Nine of Pentacles, which is funny because I just said that. Luxury, Ten of Pentacles, room, but and the Ace of Pentacles. So I've got Justice, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. 3 cards I drew. So this is balance. This is something that's going to come to you. Is there a lawsuit? Justice is an interesting card to come up with that. But it's the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and Justice. Honestly, you have a lot coming to you. A lawsuit or an inheritance, maybe? I don't. But it does feel like it drops out of the sky. Should you list your house? Honestly, it felt like no. Yeah, it feels like no. And when I was vibing into it, I didn't get house. So I don't know if the financial income has anything to do with the house. Let's see. Do we have anybody here? Keep hearing the name Thomas. So if anybody can relate to that, let me know. We'll dig into that a little more. Let's see. Oh, okay. Nancy would like to know about a business idea she has. And seeing as that I have to switch between StreamYard and my Facebook page, because I'm not seeing all the comments. Nancy would like to know about a business idea she has. Okay. Yeah, I do. I felt that. I know. I really do understand that I'm coming from a place of like, what the hell? Because it feels to me like that. Like, but it really does. It feels big. I don't know, honey. Yeah, I get that. And you saw me shuffle. I mean, Nancy. Hey, Brenda, I'll post to you after the live. I'll DM you. Business opportunity I have. I feel like it's good, Nancy. The opportunity, I mean, I feel like it needs some fine tuning. You'll appreciate this. The word half baked kind of comes to mind. So, and I understand you would appreciate that. It seems like the idea that you have is good. It needs work. So let's do, with tarot, you have to kind of do an outcome. So we're going to do outcome of your business idea in practice. Ooh. Hey, Winnie. Love you, sweetheart. Do you have a question? I miss you too. You can listen in all you want. Anybody can listen in. It's the internet, baby. We all spying on each other. Oh my. Okay. Well, Hey, Bria. So your business idea, yeah. I mean, it's a good idea. It needs to be formulated because I got the tower is in one of the foundation cards. So it's coming from a place of chaos, which is interesting because I don't get that vibe on you. I feel that's going to be financially difficult to get off the ground, or it's not going to be solvent. So as you, yeah, Bria, I'll tune into you in just a sec. Because I've got the Three of Swords, which is kind of dramatic heartbreak, and the Page of Pentacles reversed. So, but they're more in the formative section. So it really feels like, and the vibe is it's there, but it, you know, don't throw good money after bad. Make sure that your plan is solid before putting it out or putting too much money in it, because it really does seem kind of like pouring good money after bad is really what keeps coming. And there's an abandonment because of not, yeah, it feels like that you might abandon it because it's not being, there's kind of an abandonment piece there. What is that? Of just leaving, of just dropping it and leaving. And I don't think that's the best use. It just seems like there's more planning needs to be involved because the Emperor was reversed too. So, okay, what else do we have? So good luck with it though. Not enough time. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Bria. Let's see. Relationships. I see relationships. I see too many boys, not enough time. Interesting. Sorry, it's just the first thing that came to mind. Maybe it's the cheerleader picture. Let me focus. Yeah, I'm still getting relationships. So, see what we got here. It's better if I have a focused question, because otherwise I open up and I start getting like just about anything. Anything could come through. So relationships, that's what's coming through. This feels more familial though, like family. Yeah. Let's see, what does Bria need to know? So I got hopeless and helpless and balance. So I'm really sensing that, like, I sense you have good energy. I feel really positive. Card kind of doesn't resonate with how I feel about your energy, but does that card resonate for you? Like you're feeling hopeless and helpless? If not, I'll pull some more. But um, it just feels like you're at a crossroads, like you're really looking at two different avenues to go down. Almost feels like heart, and head. Like this is where I want to go. This feels better to me. This is something that I should do. Um, okay. Good. So, and as I'm looking down one path, my heart kind of sings like, "Ugh, I don't want to do that. That looks horrible." And then this makes my heart sing. And so the balance card um, is saying, do a little of both. Like, don't leave your heart. Like you don't have to abandon your passion project. You don't have to abandon. And it feels like there's entertainment in there. Like this is something to do with singing or music. But don't abandon the heart. Don't abandon the passion project. But you do. I mean, there's a certain reality to everyday life, right? We all have to do things to keep our lives going. And I see it getting better, and it takes about 2 years. It takes about 2 years, and the direction thing. Start listening to your intuition, because I know you have a lot of these voices happening outside your head, and your heart's going one way, your intuition's going one way, but your head's going, should I listen to these people? And I think that's what all this familial or all this relationship stuff's about, is that all the talking heads, right? Does that resonate for you at all? Okay. So if that resonates, this is okay, cool. So it really does feel like you're going to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet in the next 2 years. And I think part of that is moving away from, is getting away from. And it feels like you separate yourself from this situation more so. And it allows you to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. But I do think that you start integrating the other pieces. It's going to take like 5 years altogether. And I'm sorry. I wished I could tell everybody wonderful things are going to happen for them tomorrow, but it really does feel like there's a 5-year span in there. But within 2 years, you're going to start being able to be able to feel more confident about pulling away from that. So just know that there's space for everything in your life, and that to create a balance of both. And yeah, just invest in that. So I wish you well, sweetheart. I hope it works out for you. Okay, any other questions? Winnie, you got a question? Hi, Lisa. Anybody got any more questions? You're welcome, sweetie. Questions. Who got the questions? I'm on a roll tonight. So if you're going to ask a question, it's better if you ask less vague questions, because this is a weird format for anybody to work on. And if I'm drawing a card, it has to be a little more focused, like how's this job going to work out, or how is this going to work out, or like kind of more succinct. Because in general questions opens up a basket of fish. I'll start getting stuff from all levels, and that could take all day. Okay, sure. Lisa would like to know if she could see if she's going to see her son this year. Oh, that don't feel good. Okay, Brenda, sure, just a minute. Lisa would like to know about her son, if she'll see her son. It doesn't feel great. I'm sorry, Lisa. I have birds. Can you tell? Just feels... Rocky's answering your question for you. This feels like there's travel problems, but this also feels like there might be some... This almost feels like there's some familiar problem. There's family issues. There's something going on in the family too. But this is travel, Lisa. And I have to switch between apps to be able to see your questions. So just give me a second. So if you're saying things, then I don't see them right away. Hold on. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, this is yeah. So it's the Hermit reversed, the World reversed, and the Nine of Wands. So it's just right. There's a huge financial burden there. Yeah. Yeah. So it just it doesn't seem like probably not. I'm sorry, baby. Because we've got the Hermit reversed, the World reversed, right? Which is the world right now, right? That's crazy. And then the Ten of Wands. So it's just like there's yeah, it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. And that's the Hermit, you know that, right? I mean, it's saying, you know it. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Okay. Do you see a relationship in the future? Sure, Brenda. Let me think. You got guys. You got guys. You got guys for days. I can tell. It's like your vibe. You got guys. Relationship, though. You really want something special. You want like all of that. You want that chocolate. You want that champagne. You want it all. Which is, you should. You should absolutely have it all. It just seems like nobody's really filling that up right now. It's really... trifling comes to mind. Let's see. Does Brenda have a relationship in the future? You do. I mean, you got a couple. I think, do you have a serious like soulmate relationship? It's going to be a little while. I think you've got one more relationship to go before you hit the one that brings your heart. Yeah, so the cards that we got for you, and this is the John Holland's Psychic Tarot of the Heart. So for the heart questions, we're using the heart deck. Bring out the big guns, right? Okay, so daydreams and decisions. So this is kind of, and this is listen. So this is kind of like expectations and choosing. I think my favorite saying is the older we get, the older we get, the more we know what we don't want, and it does feel like you've got a relationship that lasts about 2 or 3 years, and then it fizzles. I don't even see like a big, it just kind of fizzles. And it's kind of like I just forgot to call him for 6 months kind of a thing. Yes. And then I see the big dramatic romance that lives up more to your expectations. But yeah, I think it's more just defining what you don't want versus what you want. And going that way. And I do see it happening. Like I'm really seeing like big city around you. Yeah. Right. I see like big city. Like for some reason I'm seeing like concrete and skyrisers. Skyrisers, that's not a word, right? Skyline. Oh my god, this big buildings, you know? The big buildings. So, and I'm seeing this gentleman who's well dressed, very well dressed. And I see that around that area. So I don't know where you live, if that's conducive to your area, but I do see him around like a larger city, more metropolitan, I guess. Okay. Let's see. We don't speak. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, sweetheart. But I feel it's the so Lisa, Houston, Texas. Okay, cool. Answered Brenda. So Brenda. Okay. Yeah, I see it around a metro area. So it's somewhere downtown, maybe. You live near my son. Let me tell you, he's a cop. He's very good looking. He lives in the Houston, Texas area too. So Lisa, I'm sorry to hear that about your son. Yeah, and that's what I felt was there's issues there. Okay. So anybody else? Line up. Come on, come on. Wendell's doing readings. I never know what to do by myself sitting in here. It's like a radio station. I used to be a DJ back in the day in college, and I'm a little bit of an introvert unless I'm by myself, and then of course not so much. So it's not really an introvert, right? So I used to be a DJ at a college radio station, and I would just freak out and do all these strange things on the mic, and all of my production people loved me, and the staff loved me. Probably. She just said a little too old for him, maybe. He's 35. I don't know. And then one day they did a call-in piece to my show, and I completely shut down because like all of these people were calling in and say, hey, we love you and blah, 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 blah. And for some reason I'd been on the radio for 6 months, and I just realized people were paying attention. For some reason, I guess I thought I was in there just rambling off to myself, which is what this feels like. So if you guys are done with me, if we're done for the day, are we done? Brenda, I think, was the one. I will ping you right now. Nope, I can't do that there. I think you're on my... Gotcha. No, I really felt that you meet Mr. Right in a metropolitan area where he's well dressed. There's lots of high risers. Yeah, it's a lot of very tall buildings is where I saw him. Okay, cool. Anybody else got any more questions? Use me or lose me. All right. Well, you guys, this has been awesome. I appreciate y'all for coming and paying attention and giving me a chance to talk about the book. The book's The Last Breath. It's going to be on Amazon. 40 different mediums talk about their experiences, either experiences with clients or experiences of their own. I talk about my first experience with my grandpa. I also have a development circle that's on Wednesday nights and Saturdays where we do exercises to help psychic ability and mediumistic ability. So you guys have a great night. Have a wonderful Labor Day weekend, and thanks for joining me. Chita.